Hello, welcome. My name is Andy Days, and in today's Marine Escapades episode, we're going to be doing some Season 2 prep work. So we'll be getting the world ready for Season 2. Now, I'll just give you a quick breakdown of what this video will contain. First up, we're going to be making a backup of our Oceans update, our Marine Escapades world, just in case it all goes wrong. The next we're going to be doing is adding the Better Ruins mod. That's right, we are adding the Better Ruins mod, which is a pretty big mod and is a big change to our worlds. The next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be turning on our game lore. Basically, we're going to be changing the game mode from Homo Sapien just to a standard playthrough, which basically means that we can generate traders and we can get the Resistance Archive and the other Vintage Store vanilla dungeons will have all these available to us. But it also means that we get the drifters and the botons and all the nasties of the night as well. So that's a massive change to the actual game. And the last thing we're going to be doing in the video is basically we're going to be regenerating chunks. We're going to be regenerating quite a few chunks in the world. Now, we're not going to do the whole entire area. And I want to keep it pretty much less than 50% of the world I'm going to regen. The areas we're not going to regen are the area around our bases. So that immediate area is not going to be touched. Any area where I have mined basically iron or copper is also not going to be touched. But any other little areas where I've had a walkthrough or there's nothing there and stuff, those are going to be regenerated. Now, because we're going to be regenerating the same update, there's going to be no fundamental changes to how the area looks or how it how it differs from one regenerated chunk to a non-regenerated chunk. So you shouldn't be able to notice. It should be seamless. But what it means basically, I'm giving the new mod, the Better Ruins mod, and also the changing of the game lore, its best chance to basically start spawning in structures and things in our immediate vicinity without having to travel thousands of blocks. So that's a breakdown of today's video. So let's get into it, shall we? So first things first is very important. We want to make a backup of our Oceans world. Just in case everything goes wrong, it all basically goes, crazy. We need to make a backup. So we have a backup now, okay? We have a backup. It is done. It is backed up, which is good stuff. We're going to go to the actual mod database and we're going to download the Better Ruins mod. Okay, so here we go. Mod installation, still Better Ruins at 0.5.4 for the mod database. You're about to download third-party content. We already know about the Better Ruins mod. We played with it before. Download the mod. So that is completely successful. Done absolutely fine. Next, we need to basically go into the game and we need to firstly change over the lore, and then we're going to start regenerating the chunks. And the regenerating of the chunks should helpfully reset everything that we want to reset and get everything in kicking and caboodling. Okay, right, I'll meet you in the world. So we're in world now. Hello and welcome to anybody who hasn't seen this world before. I have placed us in creative, so let me come out of this. So we are in creative. So there's our two bases and this is our house. For anybody who's not seen this area before, who hasn't caught our episodes, this is part of my Let's Play, the 21 episode long Let's Play for season 1. So yeah, this is my house and this is my bases and stuff. Okay, so what we want to do is change, basically we need to turn lore on. Now, okay, so we've made our backup. That's already done. We've downloaded the Better Ruins mods. That's done. So we're taking it step by step at this moment in time. So /world config space lore content space true. So /world config space lore content space true. Now after I basically hit this, it should automatically start low content, which basically means drifters and botons and structures and everything else to do with law traders should be able to spawn in world. Enter. Okay, value set, true set, restart game or world or server to apply the changes. So it wants me to restart the game so the saves, so the changes have been saved, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. Right, I'll catch you in a second. So it has come up with a bit of an error message. You know, obviously this is where we made a backup, but there is an error message. With this update, the game automatically attempted to add the new story chapters to your world. Unfortunately, this process failed because at least one of the locations that should have been generated was blocked by player-built structures, which could mean basically one of our bases here blocked something else. If you want to experience the full story, you will need to manually designate a suitable location for the missing ones to spawn. Replace the location name with the name of the location you want to add from the list at the very end of this dialogue. This command will test your current location, To set the story location, use the following command to save the chosen location to your current position. Right, so what's it saying is missing? Missing story locations, treasure hunter. So we're actually missing a trader, an actual trader. Note, one chunk is by default 32 blocks. Right, so generate new chunks. I know how to generate new chunks. Okay, right, so let's pick a location for the treasure hunter. How about that? So I'm hoping that this is far enough. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm hoping this is far enough. So, slash. As this is, you'll be regenerating chunks in this area. That's why it wants you to be at least 232 blocks unoccupied. As this is, you will regenerate chunks in this area. To delete 320 blocks in all directions, they will then generate again as you move around. Whew. Okay, so slash wgen story set POS treasure hunter 1054 by 124 by 354, and I think you finish off with true. Enter. Okay, storage structure location moved to this position. Regeneration chunks at the location should make it appear now. I'm going to log out and then log back in to see if there's anything been changed, okay? We have found a trader, which basically means it's working at this moment. I do want to check to see if he is an actual treasure hunter. Now, irrelevant of me being in creative mode or not, the nasties of the night should technically generate. And what is that? That could be better ruins, to be honest. I'm not too sure. Right, let's land. Let's have a chat. Well, there's nobody here yet, but it's a good start. So traders will spawn in, will respawn anyway. Now I wonder, do I need to help it out a little bit? Let's have a see. So specialists, if we do traders, creatures actually. So we should find an actual material, commodities, agricultural, furniture, luxuries, survival, treasure hunter. Right, so we're going to give him it a treasure hunter. So I'm recording all of this, so you know it's not like I'm hiding anything. And we're going to give you, this is your home, okay? There we go. That's your home, buddy. So let's have a quick check to see. Right. So yeah, trader treasure hunters. So we have a treasure hunter trader. So that is set up already. Now I do want to have a quick check of this just to make sure it is better ruins. I'm pretty sure it is better ruins. And that is definitely better ruins because it's fancy and there's a dead skeleton outside of it. Yeah, this is better ruins. So we know Better Runes is up and running. We have our a treasure hunter trader here, and it did spawn 320 blocks from where I was. So, you know, well, in and around that area anyway, which is good. The final thing we just need to check is basically whether the mobs of the night, the nasties, the awful things that we all hate, are actually working as well. So let me get back home to my base and let's see if I can spot anything spawning in, because I'll change into survival for a second. So here come our bases, lit up like a Christmas tree, which is excellent. I do actually have a few dark spots, I think inside this one, so there is a chance we could possibly get some drifters and some mobs spawning, but I think it's probably going to be easiest if we just come over to here, and then we'll just basically wait around. We're going to pop ourselves into survival mode, and then we're going to see if anything spawns around us, okay? Right, yeah, so a proof of concept, we do have a spider-leggy dude store. I'm pretty sure it's... I want to say Striders. Is it a Strider? So we're going to have to kill it. Because if we leave it... Oh, there we go. Yeah, shit. Come back here. Yeah. Shiver. Not Strider. Shiver. He dead yet? Yeah, he dead. Right, so we know that basically everything's... Oh, we got boat on as well. There we go. Rocking and rolling. No, you don't. You can't use distance. Where do you go? Right, so our base isn't exactly as safe as I thought it was. So we are getting obviously monster spawns, which is brilliant, which is what I wanted. We've got traders as well. So last thing to do is I don't want you. So last thing to do is basically go away. Is to regenerate chunks, and that's it. That's all we've been doing, regenerating chunks. And the very next, oh, we've got drifters as well, just to prove that everything's spawning in now. There we go. There we go. Come back here, you little monkey. There we go. So I don't know why basically light levels, because this is like Blackpool illuminations around here. So I don't know why light levels are not affecting their spawns, which is a bit strange. It might be up high. Maybe some dark spots somewhere. Not too sure. But yeah, last job I've got to do is basically pop around the world and just a few different locations of areas that I want to respawn basically, and I don't want stuff yet. But yeah, right, so this is the very last step. So I've come over to the map. I've gone on the edge here. So this is an area I want to regen, and to do that we first need to turn on the actual chunk borders. So the wireframe dot debug wireframe chunk. There we go. So these are our chunks. We can see our chunk borders now with our wireframes. So it gives us a general idea of how many chunks to regenerate. So I'm going to do it over this clay. Now it is from the position that you're standing and how many numbers, how many blocks that you want to put out. Okay, so for example, slash wgen regen 2. It is 2 blocks in and around me. Enter. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Enter. Waiting for chunk thread to pause. Just take a second. There we go. So there we go. The clay is gone now. And 2 chunks in and around me have been regenerated. And yeah, simple as that basically. So I have to just go in and around the area, bring up the map. So I'm probably going to do... We're going to do about 10 chunk area around here, maybe even 15. But I might just do it a bit at a time, a couple of chunks at a time. Let me show you. But yeah, I want to regenerate most of this area to start off with. I'm not going to really touch this area because I've been mining a lot in that area. And I think probably down here as well. And that should do it, to be honest. And then we'll be ready for season 2. Right, so let me do some chunk regenerating and I will bring you back to start off the video, okay? Let's summarize quickly before we lose the actual light. So in today's episode, we have made a backup of our world, we've added the Better Ruins mod, we've turned on game lore and also changed our game mode from Homo Sapiens to a normal survival world, which basically means we have game lore mobs, so the Shiver, the Boathorn, the Drifters, and everything else that comes with that. With that, we've turned on the lore for the game, which basically means now traders are a thing, and also basically ruins are a thing, as well as the actual dungeons. So the Residence Archive and all the new dungeons that the game has introduced recently as well. And then finally, we wrapped it up by just regenerating a few chunks in our world, nothing major, nothing around this area, to basically wrap things up. So it just leaves me to say, I look forward to seeing you in season 2 of Vintage Story, Ruins and Reckoning. That's right, that's the new title. Vintage Story Season 2, Ruins and Reckonings, and I look forward to seeing you there. Alrighty, I hope this has been some sort of help. I hope so anyway. And I will look forward to seeing you really, really, really soon. Right, bye-bye for now. Bye.